The Pueblo West Volleyball team continues to climb the state record books. The Cyclones have won 70 straight conference matches, and according to the record books on the state site, it's the third longest such streak in Colorado history.
You can't beat experience, and that's a reason that, senior-heavy teams tend to do pretty well.
West has 10 seniors on their roster, 8 of whom were a member of last year's Final Four team, including setter Brilane Manchego.
And I would say 99% of the time, she sets it where I think the ball should go. It's that court awareness, that court smartness that you really can't teach.
Setting, it's a big leadership role. It's like the quarterback of volleyball, and you tell them where to go, you tell them what to run. I kind of like having that control.
But that control was nearly taken away before the start of her sophomore year.
I kept getting a call from my assistant, and she said, Brilane died.
For a few minutes, that was the truth.
My immediate response was, this is a nightmare. As a mother, to see your child not breathing is the worst nightmare.
While on vacation in California, Brilane suffered a sudden cardiac arrest, a condition that kills 90% of its victims. Her mom started CPR.
The look on her face I'll never forget, because she was dying right in front of me. When they got there, Bree had no pulse. When I walked away, I heard him say, there's no pulse.
Cammie thought the worst.
Am I going to really have to plan my daughter's funeral tomorrow? So I thought she had died.
The paramedics were able to get Bree's heart started in the race to the hospital. It took several days before they found out the real cause. CPVT, which affects about 1 in every 10,000 people, reduces the heart's ability to synthesize adrenaline, which is why it tends to be most common in young athletes. Now, Brilane lives with an internal defibrillator, which is monitored at all times.
When she got back from Stanford, she came to practice every day, and I had to make her sit down because she wanted a ball in her hand.
Eventually, she got the all clear to return to competition.
Oh, I remember being really nervous, because it was also like my first varsity home game.
I thought I was going to have a heart attack that day, seriously.
Everyone survived, and now Bree in G2, which is the nickname her and her friends gave her defibrillator, have the Pueblo West offense pumping at the proper pace.
I've lost a student before, and there's nothing more awful than just thinking that a young life might not be there. And her story is a miracle. Her story is something of, to come from where she was to end up playing that year and being an all-conference player that's not normal.
How lucky are you to be alive?
Very lucky. I thank God every day for that. Very lucky.